Hello everyone, what is going on? So right off the bat, we're continuing with our smithing adventure. Yeah. And I was hesitating before recording this because I have a lot of my plate recently. But I just thought I just want to have this behind me. I just want to finish it already. Mostly because it's all recorded now. I'm not playing the game anymore in the sense of a playthrough, at least. So there we go. Also, I will not bother too much about re-recording if I do some very minor mistake. In my commentary, of course. I think you won't mind, because honestly I feel like I've improved a lot comparing to what it has been on my first playthroughs. I just was repeating one sentence for like 20 times because it was so bad, unbearable stuff. So this is a good thing. Less time spent on producing those, and maybe I can afford making 2 episodes daily instead of 1. Also sorry because I'm very tired after work today. Recently I am going to bed at like 4 or 5 PM and I have 5-6 hours of sleep and then like 5 hours of work. It's not much, but in my line of work it can become very exhausting.
Where do you want to go?
Especially if you have nothing to do and you start exhausting yourself, so to speak. I mean playing the instrument, of course. Yeah, and welcome back in Whiterun. At this point I think I should be preparing to an epic adventure. Very epicest of adventures. Yeah, no comment on that. Also, why it's rainy all the time? It's most of the time it's raining.
Got some good pieces. Take a look.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
Don't forget to check
Yeah,
inside the
nothing
shop.
useful. Although, in this game, I have to say, my merchant luck was pretty amazing, especially later on. Well, it was at the point you won't see, because after Alduin, I played a little bit to test some stuff, but unfortunately you won't see much of it, or any of it even. But do not worry, I posted recently my take on Felgo Chamber, which is basically the toughest thing you can do in this game. So if I can manage that, then, you know, Soul Cairn and all other stuff should be pretty straightforward. And I was also kinda getting bored with it. Plus my mod list wasn't that big, so I screwed up by not doing Legacy of Dragonborn, but maybe that's a good mod to do on a very long playthrough. Yeah, also no Dragonborn, no Fossars. So this is kinda just to finish the main quest. After that, I won't be probably doing any videos. I don't think so, I will just focus on other things. Especially since kinda hectic period is coming up at work. But of course I am waiting for easy tweaks.
I'll show you what I
Maybe Apple will make some updates and I will try to make a playthrough with Legacy of Dragonborn. Yeah, some long-lasting one. But back to the game. 60 marksmanship. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, boy. Just get all the perks. And quick shot. This bad boy is going to shine pretty soon.
Don't let them in. I'll show you what.
That's the way. Also, since I don't have anything to do with money, might as well just level marksmanship even more. Yeah, not a bad idea. And I will probably continue doing so until Ayla can't teach me anymore. That's the main skill I use in this game. Yeah, so there goes no crafting except for smithing. As I said before, marksmanship is kinda lagging behind other skills. So it would take insane amount of time if I were to make it legitly. Or I don't know, I would have to like grind some ghosts. And that would be just plainly boring. So why not pay the money? Yeah, tough decisions. Which arrows to take? Also, I will stop using this ring. I'm not sure when, but I will stop it. It introduces even a bug, but I will talk about it when we get to it and experience it. It should be later in the game that I even notice it. Yeah, it has to do with quickshot perk, basically.
What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much for your business.
I deserve a clap because I haven't forgot the ingredients for that stew. And look at that speed, baby.
I can tell you're no stranger
Oh,
to the wilds. Hello, Fred.
this is
Take a look.
sweet. No, give me that silver arrows. Yeah. You know what's coming, you know what's coming. You know what I need silver arrows for, right? And that's certainly not to please some court mage. I'm doing this for myself. Yeah, I sold that drink eventually because it's kinda good, but not really great. I noticed that health buff is way better, almost always. Maybe if you have already plenty of health buffs and you pump health like crazy, then the stamina necklace could be pretty nice. But since I'm pumping stamina, just extra stamina isn't really that good. And that extra health I will get eventually from Galdor's amulet will be so good. And you saw an example in Thunderstone Gorge. That mage almost one-shotted me, but I had some extra health and I survived.
I don't. Take a look.
Even though this is not that is that, you would most likely take every health you can get. And I still kinda try to be careful. Yeah, but this is a thing with, I think, almost every player,
Blades, helmets.
that when you get
But
too strong,
anything
you just stop paying attention as much. and you tend to make some stupid mistakes.
Till next time.
Well, I made one pretty stupid at the very beginning with that bear, right? So, there you have it. I already started a trend. So why am I watching this little window with my footage and I don't see sometimes everything very clearly? But it seems that I have plenty of silver arrows by now. They should be good. Normally, if you go there at lower levels, there I said it, took me like 50 tries, then you don't need, I mean you do need very hefty amount of arrows. So if you recover them from the augur, then I'd say about 150 should be good. Well, it was in previous versions of Requiem when you could go there at level like 40 marksmanship even. You didn't just have to get that tempered bow, because you get that armor penetration perk earlier. I'm just gonna stop using difficult words. Yeah, so now it should be a breeze. The only concern is I maybe don't have as much arrows as I would like. Oh, hello. Well, that damage wasn't my arrow then. I'm just wasting mine. Yeah, but maybe silver. Silver should work, right? It worked before. It should be easy peasy. He dodged. Oh, come on. Did I hit him even once with silver? Doesn't seem like, but... yeah, I have to disable this dodge to NPCs. This is super annoying. Alright. Silver. Let's go. Oh, really? Yeah, that should be a hit. Yep, and no damage. By the way, this will be... I just said it before because there was a little conflict in Bleak Falls. I mean, basically... well, it's a funny situation because... I feel like those arrows I just wasted on this Atronach were the ones I just needed in the very last room of Bleak Falls. And on my first attempt I just needed those arrows, and just a few extra more and I would have made it, but yeah, unfortunately that wasn't the case, and I was stuck with this enemy. I had those fireball scrolls, of course. Yeah, I had those scrolls and I was pissed and I just wasted him. But then I broke the rule. Yeah, that's bow only, right? So what will happen, I guess, I will show you now the take I actually clear this on and then show you this outtake from my first clear. Yep. And there's another thing, which is a vanilla bug, I believe, that after you clear a cell and you reload the game, enemies won't spawn again. This is because, I don't know, save cache or something, not sure. So you basically have to restart the game if you want to make sure enemies won't disappear. That also happens when you die, so if you're in dangerous room you could kill one invisible entity, you kill only one and you reload the save. There's one more, I mean one less, and maybe even two less. It seems random sometimes. Yep. So it happened here, and I ended up with empty last room, and I had to re-clear that again. Pay attention to the name I gave the save. It was initially Bleak Falls Boy, but you know, after that. And we're off to a good start. I literally never one-shot them. I don't know why, it's just too hard for me. They always end up chasing me, but this time it's a good sign. The one difference is I reloaded the game at my save in the city. Yeah, that's because those wasted arrows happened after leaving the city, so I had no way of just redoing it from the starting point. And also I bought 15 arrows more from Avenici. Yeah, so I have 15 more, and that's about what you didn't see. I encountered no enemies when going there, I just reopened this chest behind the walls. And there we go, second try. Yeah, and the bug I've been talking about will happen in this take. And of course you won't see it. Fortunately I will save there on a cell change. So in the end I just needed to redo the very last cell, which is basically the last chamber only. So that's a good thing. Yeah, but in the end I will show you some interesting things that happened. I tried taking this last boss Dragur 1v1 in some testing save, I think, not sure. And it was very good. Yeah, see, this is the first indication of the bug. At this point I should have just restarted the game, but I didn't. And you see, I'm missing spiders, because I killed them all. And I reloaded the game when I was in the city, so it's still bugged even when I did it. So not only Legendary Edition bug, not at all. Oh, that should go fast. This Spidey is usually a kiting game for a few minutes at least.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Let me help you, my friend.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with
Did you call me a fool? I don't think so. Yeah, and 68 silver arrows is not much. Normally you should have at least twice that, or even 3 times more if you want to be safe. Basically I'm hoping for one-shots here. Ah, it's so close. Oh, hello. Yeah, so two-shotting Draugr or three-shotting some, it's not too bad, I'd say. And note that this is only a bony bow. And I have absolutely almost no buffs to smithing. And if I maybe will get some buffs to smithing and temper say Daedric bow, that should be pretty damn good. I just swapped to another bow to finish them off. Have to conserve arrows when I can. Uh-oh. Goodbye. I won't abuse traps intentionally. That sweet archery XP is too good to pass up. But still, it would happen maybe sometimes. Nah, this is the probably only place when it happened actually. Of course, no cheeserino of choosing the last room to those bladed straps. First time I tackled Bleak Falls in other game, I mean on another character, I just had to kite last post to those traps. It was insane. Insanely tanky. But then I wasn't as prepared as now. This is just a cakewalk right now. I gotta love it, how they just stand in fire, knowing they are dying. Poor guys. They are just so afraid of me, they prefer dying in fire instead of by my arrow. I'm just so good. And I hate frost. I should be careful when fighting two-hander, guys. I'm not even sure that I would survive one attack from them. Or have I before? Well, let's better not find out. Oh, this is going pretty smoothly. Yeah! Did I mention that I still very like the lockpicking system in 2.0, but after talking about master locks and expert locks, it's just so annoying at times. Opening those expert chests, it's just like, oh my god, 2 minutes wasted. And I did mention that. And fireball scrolls are always in this chest. And troll maybe? And who needs fire to kill a troll? I don't know, maybe some amateurs. Not me. Kek. Nah, but seriously, it feels so good to one-shot them with your bow. It's now only from sneak that I can do it. But later on it just doesn't matter. You just one-shot this. One more guy and there we go, first run, pretty easy. Easy peasy. Oh, what a poor guy. For a second here I thought I'm just going to bash him to death. It's possible, but when they are low on HP they just regenerate. And that's the reason I couldn't just kill the last boss. Even if I had a million of steel arrows. Because the rate at which I'm firing them are not preventing him from regaining health. So he will start regeneration and there's nothing I can do. Oh come on, I hate this. That was perfect headshot. But of course. Get fucked. Okay, so not too bad luck here. This very first guy can be a Death Lord, or whatever you call them. And it can be a problem. If he swings at you, you need more shots to kill him. And there's 2 archers approaching, or 1 archer in that case. Easy enough. Oh yeah, and this is the part with absolutely no enemies, I believe, because of the bug. I will just show you this to prove that it happens in Special Edition. I mean, I don't care even if you think I died 50 times here and just want to make excuses to reload the game. But this is what happens. Of course my preparations get all those potions. Let's go, let's go. I just wanna charge in here. But uh-oh. Hello? See, that's an empty party. Probably the boss is still here. Oh yeah, so this is when I kill the boss, just kinda... I wanted to joke around and see how I can kill him. And it was pretty... I mean, you will see. Look at that dodge. That was... Oh my god, this is so perfect. And boom, dodge. Yeah, aside of this broken kill cam. That was freaking perfect. No hits taken. I have no idea how I dodged it. I mean the shout. The shout, it's hard to dodge, so I have no idea. But I don't know, I decided to show it to you because this kill I was very satisfied with, unfortunately. Yep. Back to desktop and we should be back in 3, 2, and we're back. I killed those 3 on the way the same way before. I even leveled up evasion to 31 as before, so it was exactly the same. So archery potion, and let's roll. Let's just wipe them out. This is how you do it when being an archer. You just stand in one place and you just kill things. Nothing too complicated. But man, that boss kill you saw. I mean, that was just perfect, yeah. I believe this is how the game would look if you could make tool-assisted speedruns of it. Just perfect luck, perfect dodge. Yeah, and I got smacked here with 200. And oh, I'm like 1 HP, yeah. Still 0 death, guys, 0 deaths. I'm aware I'm kinda getting cocky with these melee fights, but I would be super mega ultimate, not salty shanty pissed. Not salty shanty because this guy is just not really angry person. It's a nice person. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you should always back up 5 kilometers away till you can take your very safe shot. The safest shot you will take in your life. For efficiency, you should just go in melee range and abuse it, bait out attacks, just like you do in melee fights. And then by your backwards move speed while drawing a bow, you should calculate your distance, so you can draw your bow while running away from enemy, knowing that if he starts attacking and you start backpedaling, you have this timing, right? It's kinda tricky at first, but this is really convenient and useful, as you saw in this fight with the Lord. And this sneaky... oh my god. I hate this frost. Oh my god. Alright, so hyping for the similar fight. Let's see though. Yeah, I also wanted to somehow dodge that shout, but yeah, this is really tricky. See, that's what I'm talking about. He starts attacking and just like now, sometimes it just doesn't work. You have to start firing after. Oh god. Oh yeah. See, that sword was that close from killing me. Yikes. What I was saying about calculating things, yeah, that was perfectly calculated. I mean, efficient way to level evasion, just take as much damage as you can without dying. Metagaming, boys. And this is pretty shit loot. I believe I had some luck, some better luck in my previous take. When I was pissed at this last boss. So here I will show you how it went. It was pretty stupid, but here we go. Yeah, so this is the first take. I just want to survive, so yeah. All nice potions, let's go. And I have 5 arrows left. I was really trying to conserve my arrows. So we know I fired 1 silver arrow towards enemy, and then if he was low I just used my elven bow with fire enchant to make some damage. So I can conserve my silver. Yeah, so let's see how low I can get him. Yeah, 2 more, that's not going to cut it. Is my damage lower? I'm not sure. Wow, did that arrow miss somehow? I think that hit didn't register. That might have been a game changer. And now look at that damage. So fast forward. And this is like 4 minutes later. I was poking at him all the time. And for some reason he won't go towards this location I'm shooting from. He just stops here and goes back. So at this point I'm like, what kind of arrows should I use? And then I see this and I was like, screw this shit, I'm doing it. Yeah, that felt good actually. But then I thought I should kill him with arrows. I think that you would forgive me if I would just use those. But I was like, yeah. If I'm keeping on breaking my restrictions, then at least let's keep the marksmanship one. So, there it is. Anyway, let's go. I know these transitions are super mega lazy, but I'm just lazy. And that effect could be sometimes nice when you just cut for like half a second. It's an actual technique, I believe, instead of silky smooth transitions, but anyway. Bleak falls clear. Let's go. I'm not sure when I will visit Greybeards, but even that one shot should be useful. And I got Fire Shout already learned, at least one word. So if I manage to kill a dragon, I don't have to visit Greybeards to use that very useful Fire Shout. Yep. So I guess see ya in Whiterun. Yeah, I think I will cut it again, but before I will explain something. I believe that in the very next episode, or in this one, I just stopped recording because I couldn't make Farengar to get me that quest with Dragon. That's because I'm using the not so fast main quest mod, and it doesn't come with MCM menu, so I just forgot I had it even. So it turns out you can configure this stuff in some hidden switch near Whiterun. Yeah, and after experimenting I figured it out, and I just have to change that value and then wait for some hours with some console to pass the time, or just pure normal waiting, and only then Irlief approached. So I won't show it in the next episode, I guess. That's just not too interesting to watch. Yeah. And from the file size, I think that the next one is going to be huge. I will probably split it in two, because I recorded like 50 gigabytes in one take. Plenty of stuff going on. So yeah guys, that should be it for this one. Let me know if you really want to look at me running around. In such cases when I'm just going back to the city, when certainly nothing will happen. Or later when I have to run through wilderness again and again. Because maybe perhaps I will die? Of course you will see all deaths, no questions about it. And every combat, if I don't make a mistake and miss something, but shouldn't happen. Yep. So with this perfect timing, I hope to see you in the next one. Probably much longer, I'm not sure. And boom, there we go. See you next time guys. Bye bye.